Good morning, everybody. Please, somebody type in, and we usually get a few of you, but it's no problem. There's not too many on the line. Type in that you can hear us since we are on a go-to webinar. I want to make sure you can hear us. Perfect. Good morning. Get started today. Beautiful, kind of cold day in San Diego. Freezing, yeah. Yeah, driving in, and some guy had the snow on his car. Kind of came in from Julian. Could have. Change required. Thanks, everybody, for attending. Today we're going over our Suntrust Jumbo product. In the last little bit, we have converted to San Diego as our corporate office, and with that, we have a new Suntrust rep that many of us know here at the corporate office in the past by the name of Colleen Scheidler. She has been here in San Diego for a long time. Many of us know her from many years, and she is a great lady and very responsive to our needs. So she is available to assist in any of our questions going forth. Also, if you do have questions, the Correspondent Resource Center at Suntrust is the email, and the phone number is up there as well. At the end of this call, all these documents we go over will be emailed to you. Brett is also from the marketing department building a few flyers around the Jumbo product, and we will get all this information to you. What we are going over today is their key Jumbo product. It is very nicely priced, aggressive. In all actuality, I cannot find a better priced product for certain parameters. And let's go over some of those parameters right now. Real quick, the 5 terms they offer is a 30-year fixed, a 15-year fixed, a 5-1, 7-1, and 10-year ARMs, all fully amortized. They do not offer any interest-only product. Here is a quick glimpse of the grid that you can see where the product lies. I want to take everybody's eyes to the bottom of there at that 800 credit score. Suntrust loves 800 credit. They always have. They pay up extremely well for it. For example, if you're at 65 or less LTV and a 800 credit, they pay up 1 1/4 points for that. You can see going across with that 800 credit, it's pretty nice all the way across. Some of the adjustments that they do not like are condos and cash out. They are pretty expensive, and loan size really isn't that bad as well. So all these adjustments are inside of PML and will fire. In addition, Suntrust, we didn't really know this while we had an Arizona rep, but our California rep made it quite evident. When she was in, we were talking to her, she said she's doing quite a bit of business with this product because Suntrust has what they call their California county adjustments that they want business in certain areas in California. To us, some of it doesn't really make sense. To some of it, it does. It's kind of like, I don't know why they ding Orange County, why they improve San Diego County. The market is just strong in Orange County, but Suntrust, for some reason, wants business in Orange County or in San Diego County. So, again, for example, if I am in Yolo County up in the north, I have a hit of a 1/4 point. If I am in San Diego, I have a 3/4 point in improvement. If I'm in Napa, I have a 3/4 point in improvement. Alameda, 3/4 point improvement. This is above and beyond what's above the adjustments there. So if I have an 800 credit at 65 LTV and I am in the Contra Costa County, that is a 2-point improvement on the pricing. Pretty darn good. I want to make sure you're all aware of that. A couple nice things, the benefits of this product, scroll down. Trying to highlight more of the sales aspect for everybody. Huge incentives for certain counties. There is no adjustment for no impounds. So if your borrower doesn't want impounds, no biggie, no hit. We can use our own fee panel appraiser as long as they're not on the Suntrust bad list. And quickly, the guidelines have 80% up to $1 million, 75% up to 1.5 million, and 70% up to 2 million. They do have a few areas of declining markets that we'll go over, and this is for a 1-unit, single-family residence purchase or rate and term. They have a different grid in their guidelines for condos and 2 units. They do allow 2 units on this as well, and this product is only available for loan sizes above 417. I will also send out a current guideline so you don't have to go to the website and pull them. One kind of thing we got to be cognizant of is Suntrust requires that one of these disclosures, if you're doing an ARM product, is signed with the initial application, so it's in with the initial disclosures for the 5, 7, and 10 year. Again, when you are going to submit one of these files, they require that the eligibility checklist be included with the submission as well. All right, on the side of product offering and the delegation, all of these files must be underwritten by Suntrust. There is no AUS on these. They are old school underwriting, and files will only be sent to Suntrust after they are reviewed and ready by an ISRL underwriter. When one of these loans comes into the office here, they will get priority because we know we have to zip them to Suntrust. The key to this product is going to be maintaining or managing expectations. It is nothing that is going to be quick. The turn times are posted in the Suntrust guidelines or their website. We've created a generic log-on for everybody to be able to see that. The log-on is iServe Lending. The password is Vapor123. Down in the bottom right-hand section, there's a click for turn times, and you can pull those up. As of yesterday, I pulled these up, even though it says 210 on here. I pulled these up as yesterday. They are working on key jumbo refinances from January 31st. So that is 16 days in underwriting for a refi. Again, manage expectations. I know Union Bank down here in San Diego, big jumbo player as well. Their turn times are beyond that. On the purchase side, they do put a little priority on these. They are underwriting those as of February 9th. Restrictions to the guidelines. In looking through the guidelines, and we've programmed this to omit from Price My Loan, they actually do allow greater than 1.5 million at 75%. Unfortunately, our warehouse bank does not allow anything to exceed that. So we had to put a constraint on there from the guidelines. State restrictions. They do not allow this product in the states of Alaska, Florida, Michigan, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Rhode Island, and they do not allow Texas cash out. One thing that Suntrust is pretty old school on, again, we require, again, a day lag because we actually have to send them the file. There is no electronic upload to them. They do not allow electronic disclosures either. You have to have them all ink signed by the borrower. The appraisal process, a normal appraisal. Order it through our fee panel here. Check the naughty list. Make sure your appraisers aren't on there to begin with. Make sure we get a good one. They require 1 appraisal below 1 million. They require 2 appraisals above $1 million. Make sure if you do have a loan above $1 million, you are putting both appraisal costs on your GFE. Locking the loan, pretty simple. It's in Price My Loan now. They do allow us to lock the loan prior to the Suntrust approval, but they want our underwriter and the appraisal done before we lock the loan. So once we have a submission, we can go ahead and lock the loan while we're zipping it over to Suntrust and awaiting for them.
We have a related question. Which underwriting option do we click in Pricer to fire up Suntrust from Alan Friedman?
As far as like AUS?
Yeah. Is there a manual selection there on Suntrust Pricer?
Yeah. Well, don't think you can just click DU. I don't think you need it. That's a good question. We'll follow up.
Yeah, I don't know.
When I ran one, Alan, I didn't have many issues if I just put DU. It's firing.
So you don't have to hit none there?
No, I don't think so.
We'll clarify and get back with you, Alan. Good question.
Again, locking the loan. We saw the turn times. Make sure we have it covered. On these jumbo loans, to be competitive, again, our lender's office does allow the MLO compensation to put forth a maximum compensation. So if your current comp plan has 2.5 in and you want to compete in a jumbo market, it's going to be probably pretty tough to have a $1 million loan with a 2.5 comp plan be competitive for your borrower. No doubt, I would like that pay, but I don't think it's going to happen. You can put in on your MLO election a maximum amount you want to make per loan, say $8,000, $9,000, whatever you want to be. Have it programmed in. Anything in excess will fire as a lender credit to the borrower. All you have to do is update your form with Darren to have that put in place for a max compensation. The process flow, similar to exactly what we have now. We just got to make sure we zip it to Suntrust. File comes in. We check it over for completeness, go to the underwriter for expedited review. Underwriter approves, zips the file over to Suntrust, and then the conditions must be cleared by Suntrust. Again, with the warehousing size of these loans and the conditions that need to be cleared by Suntrust, funding does take a little bit longer. Please allow 2 days to get these loans funded instead of the normal, hey, I turned to my doctor this morning, which we like. We get those things done. And then we zip the loan off to Suntrust for purchase. Any questions over on things we just covered?
Feel free to just type it in the old questions box.
All right, if you do have any, please just zip them in there. Adam, go over to the declining markets list real quick. Their declining markets list is globally for all their products. So you'll see some in here saying, you know, we have to cut in Nevada, but we've already went over that they do not do the jumbo key product in Nevada. So any of these other states, they do require a cut for certain areas. The 10% cut in the Hanford-Coran Metropolitan Statistic Area, that's a new one for me, in Kings County, California. That needs to be in place. That is what they call a significantly declining market. Obviously, they don't like Florida too much. And then California has a few more hits of 5% reduction, my county being one of them, Riverside, San Bernardino, Modesto, and Sacramento area. And again, a bunch of Florida, some New Jersey there. Other than that, they don't have any other ones on the list, but these have to be put into place. Click over to the guidelines real quick, Adam. Guidelines, very bank written, 54 pages of key loan program guidelines. Pretty thorough. I actually really like the Suntrust guidelines because they are thorough. They go over almost every possible situation and they're well laid out. On page 8, that is kind of the grid that they have for the parameters. You can see the credit scores are pretty high. You're going to need 740, 80% to $1 million. They have a 12-month reserve, and they have a standard DTI max of 40%. They do have a couple of bullet points, as everybody does, for some Arizona in there. And condominiums are not eligible on this page. They go on the next page. They have a grid for 2 units and condominiums. lastly, they do have, I just pointed out to everybody, an increased DTI of 45%, which they call their enhanced max DTI, where they have to show a GDI, a gross disposable income greater than $6,000. They still need that 12-month reserve. The credit's still the same, and the parameters are the same as well. So just keep in mind that GDI figure, go up to 45% if you have it. It's only on a 1 unit, and they don't have any condos or anything for that particular item. Lastly, real quick, let's go over the checklist that's required by Suntrust before submission. And we would like the branches to do this checklist as well, because it goes through and it kind of just goes through the guidelines and all the pertinent areas that Suntrust seen submissions come in that just can't be done. So just boom, you have to say yes, no, it fits the guidelines, here's the parameters, here it is, and it is very self-explanatory, but is required to be in the submission. These loans, I'd like to get a couple done. It is a great thing to do a few jumbo loans every month. Obviously, the time frames, I think, can be overcome by the pricing. You will like the pricing when you fire a couple of these in PML and see where they are in comparison to what's out there. Any questions?
Rates. This is Chip. I didn't get to see the rates. I got logged in a little. What are we talking rate-wise?
Rate-wise, it's really dependent a lot on the credit score and the county you're in California. You get a big pickup. In Tennessee, they don't really have any pickups except that 800 credit score at 65 LTV. The couple I ran in a 5-1 ARM in California were in the low 3s. Obviously, it's going to depend a lot on your MLL comp that you have in place for your as a loan officer as well.
Gotcha.
And again, you can set a maximum in there if you want to put, I only want to make $8,000 on these loans, $7,000. Boom, it hits that cap. All the rest of the money gets credited back to the borrower. Anything else? Is everybody on the phone now? You opened it up?
No, I'm trying to figure out how Chip did that. He's got some kind of magical powers.
Hey, Tennessee rules.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone else has questions.
Take that we covered it thoroughly.
Well, you know where to find us if there are questions to follow.
Yes. Again, I'll get to my desk. I'll zip out all this information to everybody. And thank you for attending. Let's get some of these jumbo loans done. Brett's building some marketing around it, so you'll have some nice pieces to go with it as well. Have a great day, everybody.
Adios, guys.
Bye.